Miss Universe 2015, PIA WURTZBACH to its family of best-selling authors. And as Miss Universe and media celebrity, PIA has been an inspiration to millions. And as an author, fans will discover a new and surprising side of PIA. So without any further ado, let us welcome Miss Universe 2015, none other than Miss PIA WURTZBACH. Hi, Miss PIA!
Hi!
Ito po tayo. So beautiful, the very beautiful Miss PIA. Parang po kami nakakita ng Diyos.
Yes.
A moment of silence para ma-appreciate natin ang kanyang ganda. Okay, Miss PIA, please take your seat. Wow.
Do you want to bring it? Okay.
Once again, let us remind you of the hashtag. It's hashtag ABS-CBN Books X PIA. Please take your seat, Miss PIA, bago tayo mag-chikahan ng very, very light. Ayan. So, congratulations, Miss PIA, sa iyong bagong accomplishment. Ayan. Ano ba to, Miss PIA? Can you give us a little bit of parang exciting na chika about that?
Okay, so first of all, good morning everyone. Thank you so much for taking the time to come here. I'm so excited to officially announce the launch of my upcoming book, something that we've been working on here at ABS-CBN Publishing for a while now. We've been planning this for, I would say, more than a year now, pero nasimulan lang talaga namin only a few months ago. So finally, everything came into place and now we're here. So I'm so excited about that.
Yan. So yung few months na yun, PIA, you started writing na. Tama
Yes.
ba? Ay, bongga.
Actually, before I sat down with ABS-CBN Publishing, I already had the idea in my mind. This was one of the ideas. I had a few in my head, like the kind of books that I wanted to publish, and then parang ako yung nag-present sa kanila na ito yung mga gusto kong gawin, and then they took everything that I liked in consideration, and then we decided that this would be a great first for me. So then we decided to come up with this book.
Thank you, Miss PIA. Now the floor is now open. Of course, our media friends here, our kapamilya media friends would really love to ask questions. Sir Aaron, help po ako.
Hi!
Ayan.
Congratulations,
Thank
Queenie.
you!
My co-host.
So excited.
Congrats. And we'd like to acknowledge the presence of Sir Mark Yambon. Hi,
Yes.
Sir Mark. And of course, the gorgeous Miss Rika TV.
Of course. Later on, I may encourage din
Correct.
later.
And si Miss Ilana. Hi, Miss
Yes.
Ilana.
And of course, yes, Miss Christine naman from
Yes,
ABS-CBN
hi, Miss
Books.
Christine. Okay, our first question will come from a social media influencer, no other than Richard Paglikawan of Lionheart TV. Go, Richard.
Hello, Sir Richard.
Okay, hello Pia, good morning.
Good morning.
So what's your favorite book? And give us at least specs for this upcoming book from BS11.
Okay, so I'll tell you how I come up with this particular book, this idea. Because I came up with a few ideas, tapos yun nga, pinresent ko muna sa ABS, and then they decided on this one. With this one, I got really inspired by one of my, I guess you could say, idols in Hollywood, si Lauren Conrad. Lauren Conrad is a reality TV star in the US, and she became popular when she joined The Hills or Laguna Beach, these shows. And then she came out with a book after about, medyo similar sa buhay niya, about a story of a girl who also ends up in a TV show and how it changed her life. So it's loosely based on her story, not really same parang events, it's not her name. I mean, it's fiction, but same path, parehong reality show. So I got inspired by that and I actually read her books also. So I thought to myself, bago pa ako manalo, ganito ako mag-isip, bago pa ako manalo sa Miss Universe, I thought to myself, one day I want to have a book like this where I tell the story of somebody like me who also joins a beauty pageant. So ayun, parang nasabi ko na. So basically, I got inspired by Lauren Conrad and when she came out with her books, her first one was Ellie Candy. And then I thought, I also want to do something similar. I want to share a story of a girl who joins a beauty pageant. And it's not my life story, but then based on my experiences and the experiences and the stories that I've heard and I've seen from other girls who also joined, iba-iba ng path, iba-iba ng kwento, I made this story really juicy. So these are all very real things that could happen to a girl when she joins. It's really her journey.
Thank you, Steve. Thank you, Sir Richard. Next question, Sir Aaron.
Yep, I would like to acknowledge the presence of Sir Paulo Pineda.
Hi, Sir Pablo.
Yeah, hi, Sir Paulo. And our next question will come from the equally gorgeous Alexa Villano of Rappler. Go, Alexa.
Shock ko doon. Okay, hi Pia.
Hi.
I guess because, ang daming, well, you have a book, and then, of course, a lot of projects coming up. I guess the question now is how long it took you at this point to conceptualize the book? Because you said it was years in the making. Can you just give a little process of how long it finally dawned upon you to do the book at last?
Okay, so I would already take notes before, like of ideas I had in my head of things that I wanted to do after my reading. So this was one of the ideas. I definitely wanted to come up with a book like this, telling a story of a girl and how, kung paano ko na-envision yung mga iba-ibang pwedeng mangyari sa kanya, iba-ibang pwede niyang pagdaanan, ibang mga pwedeng humarang sa kanya, at kung mananalo ba siya o hindi. So, that's the kind of story I wanted to tell. Pero at the end, gusto ko, merong mga pupulot na aral yung mga magbabasa na, may life lessons din na kasama. Much as like anyone who would join any competition. Meron naman talagang life lesson at the end. So, I would have an idea in my head about like what her possible challenges would be, and then I'd write everything down. And then finally, when ABS-CBN Publishing, sabi nila sa akin, okay, let's do the book. So then I sat down with him and sabi ko, okay, ito yung magiging flow, this is how I envision it, this is how I want it to go. And they were very open to my story, and basically, in-edit na lang namin. But then I had to really, sit down and be hands-on with it because I wanted to make it like parang I did it. Like the story came from me. It's all mine.
When is the target launch of the book? May na ba? Parang target date na already for the launch, or is it still under the writing process pa?
So the launch, including the title of the book and the book cover, will be revealed on the fourth week of October till the first week of November. So around that window time, that's when we will reveal. I have to do some last minute approvals like the cover and everything because I'm very hands-on with it and I want everything about it to mean something to me. So kahit yung cover, yung illustration, lahat yun connected. Pinag-isipan ko talaga lahat. So, and I want the people to also have fun with it. Na parang, basta marami akong nilagay doon na it's gonna be fun. Fun for everyone to read, an easy read, and something that everyone will enjoy.
And we'll invite all of you then sa grand book launch.
Yes,
ni Queen P.
definitely.
Yes, okay.
Sana makapasok tayo sa schedule ni Queen.
Correct.
Yun po. Any other questions?
Yeah, we have a question from the entertainment editor of the Manila Standard and now a certified vlogger from Very Wang, no other than Licky Wang.
Hello, sir.
Hi, Pia.
Hi. Hello.
Another feather on your cap. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. I'm so happy and excited for this.
I would just like to write on the question of Alexa about talking about life lessons because You're a Miss Universe, so it's kind of expected that majority of the content of the book revolves around you being a beauty queen, right? But I wanted to know, what about those people who are not into pageants? What kind of takeaway will they have upon reading your book?
So with the story, it is about some. It's not about me. It's about a girl. Well, she's a fictional character that joins, and then I thought about that also. I wanted it to be something relatable for everyone, and not just for girls who are competing. Na dun lang nila magigets. So what I like about this book is that it gives you a sneak peek on what the life is like when you're there backstage. Why did she join? What's stopping her? Ano kaya mangyayari sa kanya? And when I read it, nireview ko siya ng review, I made sure also that it would relate to, I don't know, students and whoever's going through peer pressure, whoever's going through anything around the family or around the relationship problems, whatever it is, like lahat tayo makaka-relate because it's basically somebody who has a dream. And we all have a dream. And it just so happened that this girl's dream was to go in this path, like to join a beauty contest. Parang naging setting lang niya yung pageant, but then I wanted to really focus on the lessons to be learned in the story. Because I know, I didn't want people to think na, ay, alam na namin yung kwento ng buhay ni Pia, ba't pa namin bibilin or babasahin yan? I mean, I can just Google her life story. So I decided to not make it about me. I'll make it about another girl, and based on my experience and what I've seen in pageants and in life, this is what can happen, or these are the challenges, and they're pretty good. I leave it up to you guys to guess which scenarios were real and which one are made up.
Interesting.
Juice.
Interesting.
Oh, that's something that we can look forward to.
Yeah,
And you mentioned about challenges, and well, it took you a year to finally finish or probably come up with a book. Can you share with us a few stomach blocks that you encountered while writing the book?
First of all, it was the schedule, the timing. When I had my first meeting with ABS-CBN Publishing, I had so many ideas. Tatlo pa nga yung pinitch ko sa kanilang ideas. Ito po yung mga gusto kong gawin, ganyan. And then, it all sounded great, but then when can we do it? That was the question. Kailan ka ba pwede? Yun ang laging tanong sa akin. Ako naman parang, wait lang, like I have to check my schedule because at the time, I was also doing a movie with Star Cinema, and then I have PS Postcards. And PS Postcards requires me to be out of town or out of the country for like a week. And also when I'm acting, I play a role, parang nahihirapan ako to go back to my character, and then tomorrow I have to be the character in the book. So then and then real life pa, I have also my real life. And then, there's just too many things going on at the same time that I couldn't really sit down and focus. And I didn't want to do it na parang, sige, sulat na natin, bahala na. Ayoko nang ganun because I wanted to love the book and be 100% confident in sharing it with everyone. Na alam ko lahat ng mangyayari dyan, pinag-isipan talaga namin, and then that I'm also ready schedule-wise to promote the book, of course. So, timing lang din. I think that was the biggest roadblock that we had. I didn't have the time to do it. Now I do.
Well, congrats.
Thank you.
Thank you, Nikki. Our next question will come from a dreamer himself, a visionary, none other than Jude Cartalaba.
Hello, Sir Jude.
Caught me by surprise. You mentioned that you're hands-on in putting up your book, writing your book. I'm curious, how do you intend to promote your book? Are there any sort of activities you can probably mention or you have in mind?
Actually, prior to coming over here, we already looked at the schedule and the possible things that I could be doing. We are planning to do some, of course, TV guestings, radio guestings to promote the book. different TV shows and ABS-CBN. I also want to take opportunity whenever I go abroad, like to kind of like bring the word, bring the word out. And sakto na rin that it's almost the holiday season, so that's good timing. And it's already pageant season, guys.
Yes.
So,
Yes, it's
diba, pagka Burmans kasi,
It's pageant season.
Christmas yun, pero sa amin, pageant season din yung ibig sabihin nun. So then the timing is also really good. We still have to
Will
talk.
there be book readings also?
I am down for a book reading, yes. I wanna be there. I wanna see the people and talk to them and like convince them to get it. I wanna not just be like, oy, post sa Instagram, bilhin nyo to. Like, gusto ko yung nakikita nila ako and nakakausap. And masipag akong mag-sign, guys. Masipag akong mag-sign ng mga libro. Kahit may dedication pa yan.
Aasahan po natin yan.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sir Jude.
Thank you, Jude. We are down to our last question. And that
Okay.
killer question will come from another social media
Ayun, killer
influencer.
question.
Goes by
question
the
ka na
name
naman
Kenneth
eh.
Quinto.
Buti na.
Kapamilya.
Hindi ako pang-Quinto.
Go, Kenneth.
Iyatanong ko lang kasi diba yung fictional character siya, ano siya, parang meron na siyang, dito yung mga drawing.
There are no drawings, only for the front, for the cover. When I mean fictional, it's not, kasi I don't want people to think that, uy, story ng buhay ni Pia yan. It's not. It's about another character that we built, well, I built, and then that we enhanced. So it's not a real person. It's just. But then whatever happens to her, like the challenges and the struggles, everything that happens to her, are very parang realistic. Pwedeng mangyari sa totoong buhay.
Para siyang, bakit po gano'n?
Parang ba siyang pocketbook? Novel.
So ganun talaga.
Yes. Parang
Possible.
It's a novel. But I also made sure that I wanted it to be affordable because I want everyone to be able to afford it. Siyempre gusto ko maganda pa rin tingnan, mukhang premium pa rin. Pero I want it to be something that everybody could afford, like students also, anybody who's young and who just needs a little inspiration. Pwede, for girls and guys alike.
So something to look forward to. Also the price.
Right.
Mm.
Ito may consent na.
Ay, another killer
Rika
question.
Dylan Fernandez. Ito na yung murderous part.
Murderous part?
Queen P. Once and for all, paki-clear lang yung lumabas sa yung Instagram post regarding yung video mo. It was taken last March, right?
My vlog?
Yes.
Oh yeah. A lot of people have been asking me about that. By the way, before I explain, mag-subscribe kayo guys sa vlog ko.
Check it out.
Please subscribe. I share, I take a lot of the content on my own. I bring a little camera with me and minsan lang akong mag-shoot, pero usually I shoot everything on my own. So what happened with that is I vlogged that around March. So hindi naman recent yon. And I just woke up and I had a bad day. And then I said to myself, vlog ko ba to? Kasi di ba pagka nag-vlog ka, lagi kang masaya, maganda ka na, tapos yung ready ka na lumabas. Pero I was thinking, you know what, why don't I share something more real? Because then people think that we're okay all the time. And that's because I won a beauty pageant a few years ago, then I'm set for life and I'll never have a bad day. But then there are also days where I wake up and I feel like wala namang problema, wala namang nangyari, wala naman akong kaaway, pero parang gutom ba ako or what? Like, parang hindi ako okay. So I just wanted to share that, the human side. The human side. And I'm telling you guys now, wala namang problema, wala namang nangyayari. It's just that I just wanted to share that bit, that sometimes we wake up on the wrong side of the bed, and then at that time I was thinking lang na parang may mga pwede kong pwede pang maging mas okay lahat eh. Yun mo yung mga mas marami pang pwedeng mag-improve. That's also the problem with me is I worry a lot and I'm always thinking ahead like, what else can I do? How else can I improve? What else can be done? Like, I never settle na parang, okay na ako sa ganito, masaya na ako, I just happy na lang. Like, I'm always thinking ahead and maybe that's the problem. But then, so I shared that. I didn't think that a lot of people would pick up on it and, I mean, I got a lot of really good responses about that, but yeah, I just wanted to share that, it's okay not to be okay sometimes.
Kumbaga tao lang din tayo.
Yeah.
Diba?
And
Smile na lang yung ganda niya.
and when you watch the vlog also, like I also shared that in times like that, you just need to remember like what I did at that moment before I started recording. I just prayed. And then to remind people that if it happens to you too, and you're alone at home, maybe you're watching the vlog right now, you just have to count your blessings. It works wonders. I'm telling you, like, when you look around you and you think, parang, I'm thankful that my mom is alive and healthy, and then I came to work, I'm good, I'm in one piece, I have a book to launch today. I mean, these things, every day, you think of 5 things you're grateful for. Tomorrow, you think of another 5. By the end of the week, you run out kasi hindi mo pwedeng ulit-ulitin eh. Dapat pa iba-iba. And then you start really looking for the things you're grateful for. And then you realize, you know what, life isn't so bad. Sometimes we get stuck in our own little bubble and we think that, parang wala akong ganito, ganyan. When you think, yeah, snap out of it. Like, life is so good. And that's what I mean, ang haba ng explanation ko. That's what I wanted to share in the vlog, that count your blessings, be grateful, and the things you can't control, let it go.
Very well said. Please promote your vlog.
Oh, guys, so yeah, please subscribe to my vlog. I haven't, para promoted it enough. It's really candid. I just bring the camera around with me. It features my family, my work behind the scenes, whatever I do at home, ganyan. And yun, it's PIA WURTZBACH. Yun lang naman ang search. There's a few fake accounts out there, but you'll find the real one.
And of course, your book.
And the book, of course, like, I'm so excited, like, kagabi ko pa to iniisip. I'm so excited that I'm finally here. This has been a long time in the making, a lot of meetings, a lot of back and forth, but then now I can finally officially say that I am launching my upcoming book with ABS-CBN Publishing.
Woohoo! Yay!
Congratulations!
Thank you.
Ang daming questions, pero lahat very well said.
Excellent.
And again, our official hashtag for today is hashtag ABS-CBNBooksXPIA. Thank you very much, Miss Universe 2050. And of course, tawagin na po natin ang iyong mga kasama for the books, for the contract signing. So to start off with Miss Rita Infantado, the manager of the PIA WURTZBACH. Ma'am, thank you for allowing the question. Kanina. Sige po, ma'am. Thank you. And then of course, the head of print publishing and production services, Mr. Mark Yabot. And the head of creative programs, Mr. Paolo Pineda. Photo op po muna tayo.
Right here. 1, 2. 2 more.
Alright, to your left, please. To your left. And then to your right, please.
Diba? Bongga.
And lastly, center po. Yeah, center.
Alam tayong drone shot. Once again, let me remind you of the hashtag is hashtag ABS-CBNBooksXPIA. Thank you.
Yeah, we've had kasi masyado kung ano sa Korea. You are?
First time for vacation.
Okay, so... Sign po.
Tinatanggal na yung ulam.
To the right, to the left, and then center.
Ayan, sanay na sanay. Trained!
Costa Rica.
Oo, hindi ako legal team.